Sandesh, you played consistently over a period of time, pushed your form, genetic, and do you believe right now, physically and mentally, the kind of space that you are in, you are playing your best football at the moment, both for the national team and the club?
Um, the way I look at it, what I've done for the past 12 years, in the ISL and the national team, I praise myself a lot personally. I love myself how I play, but I'm the biggest criticism also for myself. But I always want to look a year ahead. Some said like last year in BFC I had the best year. Some said before that when I went to Croatia or all these years they say that was your best year, and I'm hearing from the season one. But my target's always been how good I can be in the next game, which is gonna come. That's why when I sit to pray before the game, I tell myself I'm the best game till date. Today is gonna be the best game I ever played, where I could help the team the most. So that's the approach I have, but I never put so much emphasis that am I having a great season or not. It's more about the team. Like, am I helping the team the way I can to my full potential, which will help the team get the points. And always, look at the guy who's in front, which is the future me. And I want to impress him and make him proud of myself what I do today. So it's always about the next game, the next season which is ahead. So I don't want to sit now in the present and start praising myself or start criticizing whether I'm having a good season or not. Just game by game, keep improving, and that's it.
Given the clean sheets, do you believe you are helping the team right now?
Given the clean
Given the
sheets,
clean sheets that you are ahead, do you think you are contributing enough to the team?
if I'm starting in all the games, the coach is picking me, means I'm doing something good. I'm trying, contributing in them clean sheets, but it's a team effort, and everyone chips in for them results, and not just about the clean sheet. The whole point is to get the result and improve as a team day by day, game by game, and that's the target, and that's what we focus on every training and every game.
So, you played for 3 different teams in the last 3 years. So, how difficult is it? Is it to adapt to a club first, to a new state, and to a new defensive partner? So, how do you address it?
Of course, every move brings, when you go to a new city, I'll be lying if I would say no, it's easy, you just go there, I'm used to it. Of course, it takes time, But my wife helps a lot in that, she gives me a lot of confidence in it. And when I moved to Goa, the teammates and the whole staff and everyone was very supportive. So everyone plays a big role, not just in football, in anywhere in life. Wherever you move, the whole community chips in and plays a role for you to adapt. And it has some challenges, but that's the life of a footballer. When I left home 16, 17 years old, there was no club in Chandigarh. So I'm used to, in a way, always being the traveler. And that's it. I just don't look so deep into it. It's just for me, I've joined FC Goa, for example. Now I'm here for a job, and I just focus on that, and it helps you settle faster and avoid overthinking in a way.
संदेश जी, लास्ट मैच जो मुंबई सिटी के साथ हुआ उसमें बहुत सारे अटैकिंग और एफसी गोवा के बहुत सारे चांसेस मिस हुए, तो वो अटैकिंग जो रहा वही नेक्स्ट मैच में रहेगा आपका, क्या कैसा रहेगा?
I think वो जो tactical side है, that boss can answer better. तो कैसा attacking style रहेगा या जैसा भी रहेगा, I think coach can answer that better. मेरा उस पर टिप्पणी देना इतना सही नहीं बनता मेरे हिसाब से.
Any more questions for Sandesh? Sandesh, in a few days we face one of your former clubs, and obviously you played a lot with a lot of players there. So do you think this familiarity will help you, face them? Does it give you an added advantage when you face them on Saturday?
I've been in the ISL for the season once. I think probably I played with and against mostly all players. So you have that an idea, but football is such a sport. Every action is different, every sequence is different. So you cannot just say rely on what you have from before. Of course, you learn from the times before, but it doesn't play that big of a role, I believe. Just a new game. Every action is one of a kind and unique. So yeah.
All right. Any more questions for Sandesh? Okay, we'll move on to questions for Coach Manohar.
Coach, given the result yesterday and the number of red cards, how does it approach your preparations for the match against Vancouver?
No, the yesterday game doesn't change nothing. I think that already before the game, we already prepare some aspects that maybe we will find on Saturday, and we have to be focused in our team. Of course, that you have to know which players are available or not in the other team. But I had a very similar experience last season. I played in Kolkata with a lot. They had a lot of injured and bans, injured players and banned, and they played. Well, they won. They beat 1-0, and I think they didn't play better than us. But we are facing one team that the 11 players that the starters will be very strong. But as usual, no? Yeah, they will have chances, but of course we will have our chances to win on Saturday.
So you're taking Rolin and Brandon with you to Calcutta?
Brandon, yes. Rolling not still. No, Rolling is not ready. I feel that he will arrive for Guwahati in Northeast, but would be risky that he plays in this game, and still the season is very long.
Coach, in the last press conference, you spoke of how, from the outside at least, it looks like FC Goa is a defensive team because so many two-goal draws, 1-0, 2-1. So, how do you look at the particular performance of FC Goa? Do you think it is a defensive team, or do you think FC Goa isn't converting enough chances? Because a lot of chances are created as well.
Yeah, no, we are not a defensive team. It's true that I love the order. This is true, but this is not the same. Order and defensive is not the same. Not the same thing. I think that we are playing, except the last game that in some moments they push a lot, Mumbai. In the other games, more or less, we had more chances and clear chances to win the game for more than one goal. But even against Jamshedpur, we scored very late. And even they play good football, but we had a lot of more chances than them. No? There are some games, even in the first game against Punjab, that we didn't play a good game, but we create, yes, a lot of chances. I think that if we are more clinical with more calm, I tell you in every press conference, my feeling is that the season will be very good. I am very satisfied with the performance of not only the players who are playing, with the training sessions, because finally I try to remember always players that they are not playing and they are pushing in the training session, because they are key if you in a squad, if you want to play a good season.
Coach Mohan Bagan, first half they played a better performance than FC Goa, and Mohan Bagan is playing his with home ground. So how you are getting feel pressure with home away match?
Yeah, I know that there are coaches that they say, for me, for example, in I-League, the difference to play home away is big. In ISL, my experience in ISL is not like this. It's similar. You don't change too much. At least my teams here, we don't change too much if we play at home or away. It's more about the qualities of the opponent. For example, the other day we play at home, but in the last 10 minutes, they pushed. They were attacking more than us, because I don't know, maybe they finish better or maybe because they are a very, very good team. But usually we will play in Kolkata in the same way that we are, at least we will try to play in Kolkata the same games that we are playing in Fatorda, for sure.
IFC Goa has, Mohan Bagan has top on the table, same like FC Goa. He is just 1 point away to get a top position in point table. No, how do you look at this?
It's very early. Even if we win, they win, draw, nothing will be decided. Of course, that if you win, would be fantastic, no? Because you will arrive to the break in the top position. Let's see. maybe we're speaking like this, and maybe it's Odisha, the team who is in the top team, because. But I repeat again, no, the table is not real. When will be teams with 12, with 11, and with 10 games when we finish now in December, and then it's not real. In this moment, we know that with the games that we have, nobody can get more points than us. But this is in this moment. But I'm confident. I am very optimistic with the things that I am watching or during the season. I think that we are a difficult team to beat, even when we don't. This is a good quality. When you don't play a good game, win or draw, because it's impossible to play 22 games with a high level. But the team is very competitive. My feeling is that we have very good team.
Any more questions?
Could you speak on the fixtures for the Super Cup? FC Goa playing 2 games at 2 p.m., 2 games on the practice pitch. Bangalore FC also playing 2 games at 2, but Odisha playing all games at 7:30 on the main pitch. How do you look at the fixtures and the release?
I think that there are good things and bad, not good things and bad things. Things that I understand, I think that difficult to understand. If we are theoretically the top team, we would have to play 7:30 and in the main stadium. But it's true that we face the home team, Odisha. Then in this part, I can understand. But finally, will be 90 minutes or 95 or I don't know, 100, and one pitch. Then we have to face the I-League team, Bengaluru and Odisha, and let's see. It's a strange competition. It's a very strange competition because players in the national team won't be there. Now, the thing that I don't like in India, you know perfectly that I love this country after 4 seasons here, but it's about the organization. You cannot change the rules every week. Now 6 foreigners. Now let's see, because in fact they didn't have another pitch. They have only Kalinga. No? Then they say another stadium, and now they change again, and they put the pitch number 1 in the close to the Kalinga stadium. These kind of things that you can't plan all the season. For example, I cannot understand how it's possible that the second leg is not out, the fixture is not out. Okay, you can say, no, it's the national team. Okay, if the national team qualify, this day will start. If the national team don't qualify, this day. But we need to know how to plan the situation. Now, for example, now we have a meeting because 16 teams in Odisha. I don't know, let's see. My experience last season in Kerala was very bad. In Manjeri was very, very bad. Very bad, but hotels, a lot of teams in a one place, in a place who's not big. But okay, I can understand that the intentions are very good, but finally, when you speak about development, it's not only about players. Development is everything. Development, for example, is to speak about which players are injured with the maximum information as possible for the fans too. Here seems that it's a secret who can play, who cannot play. Nothing happens. Rolling won't be there. We won't win or lose because rolling is not in the pitch. No, I think that there are some things that small details or big details as a fixture that can improve the more fans will arrive, more people will join. I don't know the correct term in football, no? In India. Okay, it's growing, but I think that can grow faster.
Do you think FC Goa in the toughest group, Masters champion, versus runners-up and this year's league leaders at the moment?
Theoretically, yes, but you never know. No, you never know. It's all the groups. I think Humbagan against East Bengal. Yes, Kerala. I know Mumbai with Northeast. I don't know exactly, but for sure will be strange games because we face Bengaluru, but Bengaluru will have a lot of players, seems, in the national team too. But it's true that they have, when we have Sandesh here, they have very good young players, and yeah, maybe it's one of the toughest group, but I don't know. Finally, I'm sorry because everyone is saying that or was telling that this would be the best ISL, and for me, it's not the best. It's not the best. The former years, 2 years ago was better. Not 2 years. Last season was better. Yeah. Let's see. Now there are even too much difference between the teams. The 5 top teams and the other teams are a lot of difference in points, in terms of points. And without relegation, this can be a problem in the last games of the competition.
Coach, coming back to Saturday's game, we've already played them once in the Durand Cup semi-final. Are there any takeaways that you learned from the game regarding how we play, how they play, etc., that could possibly help you on Saturday?
Gosh, I don't know. I remember that I told the coach that I'm tired to play against them. Last season I played five games against ITK in that moment. Always are the same players. It's true that they change sometimes with 3 centre backs, sometimes with line of 4. They have very good players. As Sandesh said, every action is different. They have very good players who can decide the game in one action, but it's the same for us. I think that day we play a good game, and we didn't deserve to lose. It was a very good game for pre-season, but I feel that will be another game completely. No, I don't know if completely different, but it's another kind of game, another tournament. I don't. Every game is different. Yes.
All right. Any more questions?